Check out my Society 6 shop at society6.com/keepitcrafty, or for these specific products, you can find links in the description below. Pump up a 260 balloon all the way. Then make a 1-finger bubble. Then make a loop, but before you twist the loop, make sure the end of the balloon can fit through the center of the loop. If it looks like it'll fit, then twist the loop. Then grab the nozzle of the bubble you made and pull it back towards the twist. Then twist it into the twist. This is called a pinch twist. It will just give the balloon a more finished look. Then take the nozzle and wrap it around the loop. That will prevent it from coming undone. Then make 3 more 1-finger bubbles in a row. You may have to hold them as you're making them, but by the time you get to the end, they should stay in place. This is what it should look like so far. Now take the end of your balloon and pull it through the loop. But don't pull it through all the way. Make sure you leave enough for a handle for your sword. Then pull on both ends of your sword in order to straighten out the blade. Pump up a brown 260 balloon almost all the way. You'll just want to leave a 2 or 3 finger tail at the end. Then make a loop and measure it with your fingers to make sure it's either 4 or 5 fingers long. Wrap the nozzle around the inside of the loop to keep it locked in place. Then do the exact same thing on the opposite side. It's best to measure the second loop against the first loop to make sure they're the same size. Then bend the balloon in half and twist it in the center. Then continue to twist it all the way up to the bottom of the 2 loops. You may need to mold and stretch out the twisted part a bit to straighten it out. Then put that aside for a minute and pump up a green or turquoise 260 balloon. You're going to want to pump this one up all the way. Now fold the balloon in half and twist both sides together. Then twist the ends into 2 1-finger bubbles. Take the nozzle, pull it back towards the twist, and twist it into the twist. This will give it a cleaner look. Now you're going to twist the two balloons together. In the end, you'll want to make sure the bubbles are in between the loops. Pump up a 260 balloon almost all the way. You'll just want to leave a one-finger tail at the end so the balloon doesn't get too tight while you're twisting it. Make an 8-finger bubble. Then make an 8-finger loop. Pull the bubble into the loop to lock it into place. Then make another 8-finger bubble. If there's still a little deflated tail at the end of your balloon, just give it a squeeze to distribute the air. Then make another 8-finger loop. Then pull the last part of the balloon through the second loop to lock it into place. Put that one aside for a minute and pump up another 260 balloon all the way. Oops, I missed a little, but that's close enough. Fold the balloon in half and then twist it in the middle. Then twist both sides together. Then twist the end into two 1-finger bubbles. Take the nozzle and pull it back towards the previous twist, and then twist it into that twist to give it a cleaner look. Now pull the twisted balloon into the loops of the previous balloon. Pump up a 260 balloon about halfway. Give it a little squeeze to distribute the air so it won't be too tight for the next part. Make a 1-finger bubble and then follow it up with a pinch twist by grabbing the tail of the balloon and pulling it back towards the previous twist. Then twist it into that previous twist. Then make another 1-finger bubble. You're also going to want to do a pinch twist on this one. But this time you're going to want to grab the surrounding bubbles and then pinch the bubble you just made and twist it again. Then cut off the tail and set that balloon aside for a minute. Then pump up another 260 balloon. You'll want to pump this up all the way, but hold off on tying the end because you'll need to let some of the air out first. Look at the balloon and just kind of mentally divide it into thirds. The third of the balloon closest to the nozzle needs to be deflated, so grab the top of that third and let go of the nozzle. Then you can tie off the end. The reason you want to do this is because if it's too long, it will be kind of floppy, and because it's a lightsaber, you want it to be as straight as possible. Now make a 1-finger bubble. Then do a pinch twist. Then do another 1 finger bubble. And another pinch twist. Then cut off the tail. Then connect the 2 balloons by twisting together the 1 finger bubbles. If the lightsaber looks crooked at all, you may have to adjust the bubbles or bend and pull on both ends of the balloon to straighten it out. Pump up a 260 balloon almost all the way. Just leave a 2 or 3 finger tail at the end. Make an 8 finger bubble. Then you're going to make another 8 finger bubble, and you may want to measure it against the first one to make sure they're the same length. You're going to form a triangle, so you'll need another 8 finger bubble. Take the nozzle of the balloon and wrap it around the last twist. You're going to need to divide the remainder of the balloon into 3 equal bubbles as well. But you're going to have to eyeball it this time because it's probably not going to be the same length as the first half. Then you're going to make a second triangle and wrap the tail of the balloon around the area where the 2 triangles meet. Now put that aside for a minute and pump up another 260 balloon. You'll want to pump this one up all the way. Then fold your balloon in half evenly to figure out where the exact center is. Then tuck your blades into the fold of your other balloon. And twist the 2 sides of the second balloon together. Twist the ends into 2 1-finger bubbles. Take the nozzle of the balloon and pull it back towards the previous twist, and then twist it into that twist in order to give it a cleaner look. You may have to pull on both sides of the balloon in order to straighten out the handle.